Hey. Peace, everybody. Peace to the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. Peace to the human beings, you feel me? Peace to, nature itself. Peace, y'all. I'm here to do a video about the major scale. Like, a lot of people know the basic major scale when it comes to music, right? It's the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And the major scale has a lot to do with the esoteric chakras, okay? The 7 chakras, as you know. So I'm trying to break down, my perspective on each word that's in the major scale and how each word represents something with the chakras. So just bear with me on it. For do, right, you have 2 do's in the major scale. You have the do, which is your base level, and then the higher do, which is basically the octave, right? It creates the octave in the major scale. So both of them represent domestic, right? Because if you actually look up the word domestic, the synonyms for domestic is home, right, family, and private, right? So if you could say both of those represent the as above, so below, right? So do, the bottom do represents the physical, right? Because the physical phase is the lowest phase, right? So the bottom do represents the physical home, okay? Your physical home, your physical family, right? And all of that is private to you because not a lot of people know your family, right? Not a lot of people know your home, or what you call home, right? It's the same thing with the spiritual home that you have, all right? You have a spiritual family, and they're private to you because you only know them, okay? So that's basically what both of those do's mean in the major scale. So for re, right, you have do, re, right? For re, re just stands for repeat, right? That's the reason why you have the re. Re means to do it all over again, right? So if you look at the sacral chakra, right, it'll say that the sacral chakra is blocked by guilt, right? What kind of guilt though? Basically, it has to deal with your bad habits, okay? So if you keep doing your bad habits all over again, you're blocking your sacral chakra, okay? And the only way you get to actually open that again is by doing your shadow work, all right? By meditating on it, by eating the right fruits, the right vegetables, by drinking water, by taking care of yourself, pretty much, all right? That's how you get to open up all of your chakras. But and by stop doing your bad habits too. You know what I'm saying? That's most important. Because once you actually meditate, with your mantras and mudras, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to your sacral chakra, or when it comes to any chakra, you could be able to open up your chakras, faster. Okay, you could be able to open up your chakras really well. So as far as your sacral chakra, you have to change your mindset. All right. Get out of your bad habits and start doing good habits. This is basically turning your sacral chakra from guilt to pleasure. All right, that's the difference. Now, mi, right? Because you got do, re, mi. Mi represents the solar plexus. Okay, the solar plexus is basically dealing with you harnessing your energy, right, throughout your willpower. Right? Because if you sacrifice your energy by focusing on a lot of things and by touching people and by having people around your circle that's on a lower frequency than you, then you're basically just giving up all of that energy, and your willpower won't be strong enough, right, to overcome anything that comes your way when you're trying to succeed something. Okay? So you have to actually be isolated, all right, when it comes to working on your solar plexus chakra, all right? Because you can't have a lot of people around you, or else you're basically giving up your energy, all right? You got to harness that energy inside of you so that way your willpower can be even stronger than what it was before. All right, this is how you can unlock willpower. All right, this is how you can unlock the solar plexus chakra. So it's me because it is all about me, right? Because I'm basically using my ego at a the right way, right? Instead of using my ego the wrong way. All right, because I remember Rashad Jamal talking about me is the ego, right? And I is the soul, right? But if you know how to use your ego the right way, which is based on one of your chakras, and you trying to open up your chakra, then you would actually stay to yourself, worry about yourself, right? And do your self-work, all right? That's how you use your ego the right way. So when you do that, you're basically opening up the me in you, okay? You're opening up your solar plexus. So this is gonna be tricky, right? Because you have your heart chakra, all right? What does your heart chakra represent? Your heart chakra represents Fa and soul, right? Remember when I actually told y'all who the eternal God is, right? It is man, the mother, right, which is Ma, the father, which is the Alf, and then the Nun, which is dark matter energy, turning into primeval waters, okay? That primeval water is the very first element ever created, all right? So, Fa represents the father, Soul represents the mother, okay? So, in music terms, soul is actually Sol, S-O-L, okay? This is ancient Egyptian language that I'm actually speaking right now. Soul, S-O, in the major scale is really Sol, S-O-L, right? And then for Sol, if you transfer Sol into English, right, you're getting S-O-U-L, which is soul, okay? So soul, Sol, and soul. That's literally what soul means. Soul represents that, okay? If you actually sing soul, right? Do, re, mi, fa, sol. It goes literally all the way down, right? And then it comes back up. You feel the tension throughout your entire body when you do soul. That's because your soul is literally inside of you, and it's literally feeling that vibration, okay? This is what I like to call your intuition, right? Because into, right, tu is a Spanish word for your, right? I is the soul, and then the suffix of shun is turning a verb into a noun, so it's in your soul. That's what intuition means, okay? So we're gonna get into that. But Fa basically represents the father, right? Because Fa is the spirit that's in you, okay? So with Fa, right, you got to look at Fa as the spirit, and you got to look at the Ma as the soul, all right? And that actually represents the heart, right? Because right behind your heart is a little light particle, all right? This light particle is your soul, all right? And it has everything to do, with dark matter energy. Everything to do with dark matter energy, all right? Because you are a part of a light. You are literally a part of something bigger, okay? That's the reason why all of us are one, right? Because all of us are a part of something that's bigger than us, bigger than ourselves. And that little light particle that's right behind your heart represents that, okay? So that's the reason why. Just look at the heart itself as Fa, and look at the light particle as soul. That's the reason why the heart chakra is basically Fa and soul, okay? So after Fa and soul, you got La, right? If you actually sing La, you gotta pronounce La as you opening up your mouth super wide, right? And you're very comfortable with that tune, right? La ti do la. You know what I'm saying? You gotta open up. The only reason why you gotta open up is because that is the most comfortable way to sing, right? Just like when you open your mouth to talk. When you open your mouth, it is the most comfortable way to actually say something. Okay? So, La just basically represents you speaking the truth. This goes back to the throat chakra. Alright? The throat chakra, when you unlock your throat chakra, you speak the truth. Okay? You block your throat chakra when you tell lies. Alright? You block your throat chakra when you tell lies. Alright? That's the reason why we gotta stop lying. We gotta stop lying to each other. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta tell the truth, or else your throat chakra is gonna be blocked, and you're gonna have to do your work all over again. Alright? This is serious. So that's what La represents. Alright? Now to get down to the nitty and gritty, T represents the third eye. Here's the reason why. Tehuti. Tehuti, in the name itself, right? Who is Tehuti? Tehuti was a god that damn near knew everything. Okay? He knew everything about the universe. He knew everything about how to create shit. He knew everything about the cosmos. This motherfucker was a guru. Okay? He was the god of knowledge. And he was also the god of right. He was the god of writing, right? He was the god of a lot of shit, right? Because he knew a lot of shit. The reason why he knew a lot of shit was because Tehuti was a pharaoh, man. Tehuti had his whole, he was self-aligned with himself throughout all of his 7 chakras. All right? And when you are aligned with yourself and you open up your third eye and your crown while you're on this physical plane, you are considered a pharaoh. Women can be pharaohs too. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I believe his name is Tehuti, right? Because if you go down the minor scale, right, and you do and you actually say all of the scales except for the, instead of actually doing the basic scales, you do do ti te, do ti te. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why Te, right, in the minor scale is after T is because Te is basically talking about your head, your physical head. Okay? T is talking about your third eye, which is really your first eye. All right? Your third eye is inside your head, right? And Te can actually represent another form of head, right? Because when you're the head of something, you're basically the head of everybody else. That was Tehuti. He was the head of everybody else. Okay? And if you look at Young Elder and him teaching who Tehuti was, right? The very first reincarnation of Tehuti was Marduk. In the Bible, you guys call him Michael. And who was Michael in the Bible? He who dares to be God. Right. So, that's exactly what T means. Alright? It gets deep. It gets real deep. So that's basically the major scales. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the tunes in the major scale, and me breaking down how the major scale is basically relates to the 7 chakras. All right. I just wanted to do this quick video real quick. Y'all stay up. I'm probably gonna do another video, but it's gonna be a tape-like video of Dragon Ball Super. Okay, this is gonna be Dragon Ball Super number 3, and it's gonna be talking about Ultra Instinct and women, right? And how women have the power of Ultra Instinct, and how they try, and how their nature is to try to teach it to their sons, right? Because the women is the ma, and then the men are the sons, right? Masonry. So stay in tune for that. I love y'all. Y'all stay up. Peace.